Hey, it's the Average Ride here, aka Coastie. I don't know if you can hear me because there is a highway right next to me, and we are about to walk into Harper's Ferry. I got catfish and mismatch and pesto with me. We stayed at a house last night just outside of Harper's Ferry to stay dry. Graciously met a guy at a gas station who let us stay in his renovated house. It was awesome. But now on to Harper's Ferry. On to Harper's Ferry. I love it when bridges have an underwalk so you don't have to cross the traffic. This is so much better. Look at that view. Get to see the river. One of them, I don't know which one it is. You can back up some freaking stairs. And now to walk across the bridge we just walked over this. Man, this is so awesome. Look at those blooms. So pretty. Not the most beautiful day, but it is gorgeous out. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're back in the woods after crossing the bridge, but we still got about half a mile to go before we get into Harper's Ferry itself. So, yeah. All right, so we're actually walking up to the ATC, which is the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. We gotta take our pictures at the unofficial halfway point, and then we all have mixed feelings about it. Feels awesome as accomplishment, but then you're like, oh crap, now everything I've done, I'm gonna have to do it basically again. You're like, we're gonna be out here for another 3 months. Woo, exciting. All right, walking up to the ATC. Woo! All right. Now which way do we go? So they actually have a three-dimensional map of the Appalachian Trail. That is so cool. So awesome. I want this in my house. So we're walking through town, a little city tour. Actually, there's some really cool houses here. That still keeps hitting me, so that's why my video's all bouncy. So in the post office, we had 2 packages that were sent here that didn't come, even though it says it came. So found out we put the wrong address on there, so we didn't get our box, which means now we got to actually resupply in Harper's Ferry, which apparently is a difficult thing to do unless you're a baller. I'm not a baller. So now we're back on trail, and to get into a little bit further down into Harper's Ferry, and then we're gonna meet up with Catfish and Mismatch for food and drinks to celebrate. So there's some good views in and around Harper's Ferry. Trying not to die here. Just check that out. God, so cool. A lot of history here too. A lot of history. Definitely want to come back and spend more time here, I think. So many cool things to check out. Looking like this is an old Episcopal church, St. John's. That's cool. Other churches, if you're into that sort of thing. I think I could just keep videoing forever. This is cool. I've never been here. I like the views. Check it out. This is cool. Kind of reminds me of Savannah, except with mountains. All right, so in Harper's Ferry, don't resupply here. Resupply anywhere else. There's no food here. Stupid. All right, walking on the bridge here to the tunnel for Harper's Ferry, right next to the train tracks, over the river into Maryland. Woo-woo. So leaving Harper's Ferry, which is a national park, by the way, most of it. Didn't know that. And that is why it's terrible to resupply there. So, plan on through hiking. Don't plan on resupplying in Harper's Ferry. Send a box or a resupply before you get there, or the next town after. There's one outfitter there, and they are it's like a closet. Matter of fact, I think my closet back home has more gear than they do. That's not like, but there's no Dollar Generals or anything either. So like, it's just not, you gotta figure out something else. I didn't figure out anything else, so I'm on the struggle bus. But I think I have enough food to get me 4 days to the next town. But a little bit of scenery next to the river coming out of town. Still in the national park part though. I think we're actually in Maryland now. Though there wasn't like a line, wasn't a sign or anything, but I think we're in Maryland. I don't know. All right, after living in New Orleans, I thought I saw every creature that God ever created on this earth, but clearly in Maryland or West Virginia or Virginia, whatever state we're in, I have now found something else that I've never seen before, and I don't know what it is. Check out our new treehouse spot in the shelter. Man, this is wildly huge. But there's, around the front, you got like the normal style shelter, and then this leads up to the top. Kind of cool. Next on, AT Cribs. Yeah, look at this. The penthouse suite. Picnic table and other shelter down there.
Got a little visitor this morning.
Left camp around 8:10 today. People were a little noisy this morning, waking up, so got up at like 6:30 probably. Still took an hour and a half to get ready, mostly because somebody is slow. But I'm gonna try to do 25-ish miles today. Maryland's pretty benign, so we'll see how that works. I don't know if Catfish and Mismatch are gonna catch. I don't know if they're gonna do the 25. Apparently Mismatch has never done more than 20. She's done 20 a couple times, but never over that. So I think they might sit this one out. So we'll see. So I think this is gonna be the only view in Maryland. It's a nice view. I think we're like all of like 1,000 feet up, maybe. Pretty nice though. So I'm at the Washington Monument, but not the one you may think. This one's right off the AT. It's still kind of big. But to go up in there though. Oh, it's a little tight in here. Woo! That was a climb. Kind of nice view though. It was used as a signal tower by the Union Army back during the Civil War. Bet you didn't know that. Going up this small little hill, a little tired, but keep hearing rumbling in the distance. Apparently we have a pretty good chance of thunderstorms at 4 o'clock. It's like now 3:15, 3:20. I know that sun keeps showing up behind me and you're like, oh, it's not gonna rain. Whew. I think it's going to. Sounds like it might even get bad. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully we'll be at a shelter before that, but I don't think the timing of it's gonna work out, so we'll see how it plays out. Right now it is it's like 20 to 4. The storm is getting closer. The sky is getting nastier, and we're still like, I think we're like less than 2 miles from the shelter. So we are picking up the pace. We learned our lesson last time, so hopefully we can get under something if it starts hailing. So we're going over an interstate. This is kind of cool. Cars, clouds, that's what we're trying to get avoiding. All right, gotta run. Hey look, we're in the safety zone. I think we're just beating this thing out. Hasn't started raining yet, but it's close. And we're like just upon the shelter, so All right, getting to the shelter just in the nick of time. Still no rain, and we'll see how it handles. All right, so it's 5:20. The storm basically passed over us. It's still raining, but we got like 8 more miles to go. So we're just gonna walk in the rain, I guess. But apparently we can order pizza and have it waiting at the trailhead right before the shelter tonight. So I think that's what we're gonna do, because pizza sounds phenomenal. And now the sun is out, birds are chirping, everything's green. It's gorgeous out again, and hot again. Just can't win. I'm so glad it cleared up. What are these rocks? Annapolis. So we're at Annapolis Rocks. You couldn't ask for a better setting. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous out. And these rocks are pretty cool too. I don't like getting too close to things because I'm scared as hell to heights, but there you go. Get him. That's it. Oh, look at those. I think those are azaleas down there. Or dogwoods. I don't know. They're pretty. God, what a view. What a view. So we're actually on another viewpoint, Black Rock Cliffs. Very similar to the last one, but still beautiful. Very, very beautiful. All right, so what do you do when you're hungry and you're hiking 24 miles? You get rained on, so it sets you back an hour, but there's a road that's like 0.3 from the shelter you're going. What do? You order pizza and have them meet you at that road. So that's what we did. Except we probably did it a little too early. And so now I'm trying to like run to get to that section, or to that gap, before the pizza guy leaves. So hopefully this works out. Hundley. Oh, you can't see, but I got the pizzas. Yeah, you better believe we're about to go eat. Hey, good morning. So, camped here last night. I would show you Pesto's tent, but she already packed up for the morning. So, the shelter is like 1/8 of a mile that way. Didn't know that. I've walked there like 8 times a day. But did find out that I camped next to another coastie last night. He's not called coastie. There's only one. But he is retired Coast Guard. He was a boat guy, and he's a master chief. So he's just out here for day hiking. And he's like, man, I really want my trail name to be Master Chief. I'm like, what about 2-star? Because you got 2 stars. I told him a story about a guy he's driving our Master Chief around, and so for Navy and Coast Guard, it's the Master Chief rank looks like it's got an anchor and then 2 stars above it. So anyways, my buddy was driving Master Chief around, and he was like going to some like officer events, like some big to do, and the guy was like, hey, I got a 2-star in the back. I need to get them parked and get them inside. And they're like, oh, yes, sir, right away, sir. Thinking he was an admiral. And so they got like the red carpet treatment the whole way until they realized he was just a Master Chief. It was pretty funny. So anyways, the guy thought it was a funny story, but he's like, yeah, I like 2-star. 2-star is cool. So he's going by 2-star now, which is funny. But I'm about to tear down the tent, get on trail. We were supposed to, Pesto said she wanted to sleep in this morning. She was packed up and ready by 7. It is now 9 o'clock. Good Lord, where'd the time go? So I think we're trying to she needs to like upload stuff. So we're trying to find some internet somewhere, but well, I don't know what the day has to come, but on that note, I'm going to leave you guys. I appreciate all the love, all the support, all the likes, all the comments, all the love. Appreciate everybody. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the trail next time.